65 competitors are still in contention to win the 2025 May competition. 7 of them have won in their career, but 62 of them haven't won at all in 2025. Folks, ladies and gentle cars, my name is Farkle 8000, and welcome to the final rounds of the May competition. We kick off right here with round 2, then we head into round 3, complete round 4, and at the end of round 4, we will know who wins this competition. The story, this entire competition, has been looking at the point standings, knowing that Comic is your current points leader. He has advanced to round 2. Demon, who is tied for the points lead with Comic coming into this competition, eliminated. He will fall from that position. But if I'm doing my mental math correctly, I'm pretty sure Comic is still in a position where he could lose the points lead. If he is eliminated round 2 in this competition, he might be able to lose the points lead to either Stingray or Polar. And the next story that we really have to be looking into is, will we have 6 different winners to start this season? We have had 5 different winners already. Do we go 6 for 6 in 2025? We won't know until we begin racing. So without further ado, let's get started. Race number 1 in round number 2, from right to left, contains Fire, Minecart, Metrotech, and Total. And it looks to be Total with a slight lead. Metrotech draws even with him. Minecart bounces way in the air but straightens it out. It's a drag race at the front of the pack. It's very close between Metrotech and Total. And I'm not sure who got the victory. Metrotech will be given the edge. Very close from start to finish. Total a slight lead. Metrotech draws even with him. And then it's just a drag race right down to the finish line. An absolutely incredible race. Minecart does end up finishing, but he is a long ways behind. A great save, so he doesn't DNF. It is a good thing to begin that now, because it is all but confirmed that we will have a DNF policy moving forwards in this series. Fire was right there. He wasn't as close to the leaders, but he was right there, still showing he's competitive going in reverse. It's Metrotech who advances to round 3. Sierra, Throwback, Crystal, and Trunkless race next. And it's a very even start. It looks like Throwback a slight lead, but now he bounces in the air as they're 4 wide, coming to the line. Throwback pulls in front and will grab the victory. It was pretty even right after the transition. I thought it was going to be a 4 wide drag race to the finish line, but then Throwback just hit the nitro button and drove away from the rest of the pack. Gets a relatively easy victory to advance to round 3. Rev, Redliner, Nova, and Dragon race next. And it's Dragon who's left behind early, but now he's clean through the transition as Nova pops up on 2 wheels. It's close between Dragon and Rev at the line. And Redliner is off the track at the back of the pack. He will DNF. I'm not sure what happened to him right there. I was watching Dragon's slow start, and Nova almost flipping, getting up on 2 wheels there. A disappointing finish there for Redliner, and it's gonna be Dragon with the victory. Finally, this competition is rewarding the competitors who lay back, who intentionally have a slow start. That was Dragon. He intentionally had a slow start and picked it up from there. Just drove to the finish line. Almost didn't, though, because Rev was right there. Dragon, a great run here. I picked him to make the final 4 at the end of round 1. He is proving me right so far. Mobile, Burner, Falcon and Castrol race next. The middle two lanes, that's Burner and Falcon, are rookies. Everyone else are veterans. And it's a very even start. It looks like Burner's fallen behind early, and now he pops up on two wheels. He's on the sidewall. He straightens up now, and it looked like Mobile maybe gets the victory ahead of Falcon. He does, by probably less than an inch. Mobile will get the victory and advance to the next round. The rookies will finish second and fourth. Burner getting up on the sidewall there. I thought he was going to skateboard it or grind to a halt and DNF. Luckily, neither of those happened, though, and he straightens it up. He does come home in fourth, though. Falcon, very close to the victory. The NASCARs finished third with Castrol, just a little slow. And Mobile, who gets the victory, advances to round 3. Ethel, Rookie, AE, Gearwrench, and Lightning race next. And it looks to be a slight lead for Lightning. He bounces his back end in the air. Gearwrench was in the air as well. It's very close between the cars. And Lightning will grab the victory, about half a car length in front of AE. The Rookie, an impressive run there to the end. I thought it was going to be a very close photo finish, and it ended up not being one, but a pretty solid second place here. And the NASCARs, just a little slow in this one, with Mobile getting the win in the last one. I thought that maybe it was going to be replicated here. It does not. They finish third and fourth. Lightning has had a tough season so far. He gets the victory here, looking for his first career win and to advance himself in the points. Sean, Black, X8, and Club race next. And it looks to be an even start. It looks like Club maybe an inch ahead. They wobble up on two wheels through the transition. They're 3 wide. And now Club pulls ahead before the line to grab the victory. Sean comes in far behind the leaders. I have no idea what happened to him. Must have been slow through the transition. He will come home in a disappointing fourth place. See what I was talking about in the last race? We had Mobile get a very strong victory, and then the NASCARs just were a little bit of a disappointment, and now Club, the only NASCAR in this one, gets the win, advances to the next round. An impressive win there. Ahead of X8 and Black, I thought it was going to be 3 wide to the line, but Club just pulled away late. Plymouth, Fender, Pattern, and M&M's race next. And it looks to be Plymouth with a slight lead early, a little sideways, and now a bounce through the transition as he's beginning to try and pull away. Fender keeps him honest, but will still grab the victory. Plymouth, a great run here in this competition, has had a very rough season compared to his extremely consistent 2024, where he was top 10, top 5 in points all year. Comes home with the win here, one step closer to making it to the Final Four for his first career win. I also picked him to make it to the Final Four. I'm still pretty confident on that pick, though Fender and M&M's kept him honest to the line. Next up, we have 2 New Yorkers and 2 rookies. We've got Benz, Artie, York, and Shifter. 3 New Yorkers advanced to round 2 of this competition. 2 of them sit in lanes 1 and 3 in this competition. That means lanes 2 and 4 are full of rookies. And it's an even start. I have no idea who's in the lead. New York and Artie both bounce off each other. They're on their roof sliding to the line. Shifter will grab the victory. York will bounce off his finished piece. Artie further behind. What a wreck that was. That was incredible. Watching them come through the transition, thought they were just going to bounce. But no, they bounced and hit each other and then rolled onto their roof. That is incredible. And with the DNF policy, this wouldn't be... Actually, it would be. Sorry. With the DNF policy, if you DNF in round 2, it is plus 10 over your other competitors, whether you DNF or not. York, a disappointing finish here. DNFing would not get as many points in the next competition as he does in this one. Already comes home in last. I mentioned it in the last competition. He either wins or he wrecks. This time he wrecked, bounced off of York. The other New Yorker in Benz comes home in second, but he was a long ways behind the rookie of Shifter, who advances to the next round. Pace, Missile, Interstate, and Rover race next. And it looks to be Rover with a slight lead. He bounces, as per usual, in the air. Now Interstate's off the track. He's into Rover. That'll slow them both down. Missile will grab the victory. Interstate and Rover will finish, but they will finish in third and fourth with no chance of victory. And look at this. Rover is not pleased with Interstate at all. Had a chance at winning this one. He finally won and advanced to this round on the regular track. He had a chance to do that again. He is not pleased. They're very close to each other, probably having a very heated conversation. It doesn't seem like it's going to turn into any sort of bigger fight, so they drive to the lineup pick here, and so you see Rover in last, Interstate in third. Pace comes home in second, was about a quarter of a car length away from winning this run, but Missile just gets that big run off the transition. He got the victory, advances to the next round. Tab, Hamlin, Custom, and Carrera race next. The two middle lanes with Hamlin and Custom are rookies. The two outside lanes with Tab and Carrera are second-year sophomore competitors. And it looks to be Custom, a slight lead, now begins to fall behind Hamlin. Up on two wheels, now he's into Custom, in his lane. The rookie slowed down. Carrera will grab the victory. Tab in second. The rookies will cross the line, though Hamlin was still off the track. And Tab having a great competition, or I guess had a great competition, as she is eliminated in this round. But for the first time in her career, she advanced to round 2 in back-to-back competitions, and then she finished second in this race. Now, granted, she did have help with the rookies both messing themselves over and slowing themselves down, but a big part in racing is capitalizing on your competitor's mistakes. She has done that throughout this entire competition. A fantastic run for her. I hope she can keep this up. The sophomores finish 1-2. Tab in second. Carrera grabs the victory. Patrol, Kyle, Pursuit, and Rookie the Bug race next. Patrol is the third and final New Yorker to have advanced to round 2. And it looks to be a slight lead for the Bug coming through the transition. The middle lanes bounce way in the air as it looks like Patrol is in the lead. But here comes the Bug to challenge. And it's very close as they cross the line. And it looks like Patrol actually got the victory. And he does! Patrol wins this race just inches ahead of the rookie. This marks the second time all season a New Yorker has advanced to round number 3. Sprinter did it in February. Now Patrol does it in May. A disappointing finish for Pursuit and Kyle, but especially Pursuit. I thought he was really going to contend in this one. Just bounced big through the transition. Same with Kyle. They slowed themselves down. The Bug snuck through it all, but it just wasn't enough to catch Patrol, who advances to round 3. Base, Rookie, Comic, Bronze, and Ream race next. Comic in lane number 2 is not only a rookie and a former winner this season, but he is your current points leader. He was tied with Demon. Demon has now definitely fallen out of the conversation, but I think if my mental math and visual math is correct, if Comic gets eliminated round 2 of this competition, it is possible that even he loses the points lead. So this race is very, very important for him. And he starts with a very slight lead ahead of base. His back end bounces through the transition, but he's still leading. And now he pulls away from the pack to grab the victory. Comic knew he had to win to advance to round 3 to be able to keep his points lead, and he's done that. He gets the victory, he answered the call, gets the win. Base a pretty solid second place here. Reem and Bronze comes home 3rd and 4th, but Comic advances to round 3, and I think guarantees that he's keeping the points lead. Star, Miller, Lego, and X-Train race next. Miller in lane number 2 and X-Train in lane number 4 are rookies. Everyone else are veterans. And it looks like Star, maybe a slight lead. The middle lanes wobble through the transition, but Miller's now just driving away from the pack and will score an impressive victory. The rookies, even impressive, not just Miller, as X-Train not too far behind in second. But Miller, where did he find that speed? He came through the transition, he bounced up on 2 wheels, and then drove away to an incredible victory gap. A great run here for Miller. X-Train, his rookie competitor, not too far behind him. The sophomores, a little disappointing in this one, but Miller just impresses and advances to round 3. Mach, Proto, Splitter, and Stingray race next. The 2 outside lanes with Mach and Stingray are rookies. Everyone else are veterans. And it looks to be a very even start. Stingray a slight lead. Now Proto bounces in the air, landed on top of Splitter. Now she straightens out. It's tight between the rookies. It looks like Mach will grab the victory. And he will, just barely in front of Stingray. Stingray, I don't know why she had a bit of a slow race. Usually she is rocketing out of that transition, but she had to stay honest in this one. She was honest, but Mach was more honest. He was the cleanest and the fastest. It really just came down to who had the most speed grabs the win. And Proto, I don't know how on earth she comes home in 3rd place. It's probably because she landed on top of Splitter, and that slowed him down way too much. Her bounce through that transition could not have helped Splitter whatsoever. It definitely didn't help the veterans. They finished 3rd and 4th. The rookies 1-2. Mach comes out on top. Second to last race of round number 2. And it contains GM, Rookie, Polar, Virtual, and Sprint. And it looks to be GM a slight lead now as he wobbles, but now he bounces in the air, bounces off both walls as Polar has the lead and will grab the victory. GM had the lead coming into the transition and then bounced. Well, first he got a little sideways and then he bounced. He got his back wheel off the track, then he hit the wall. Finally, he straightened up, but it wasn't enough. He had completely lost the lead, and the rookie of Polar just drove straight on through to grab the win. Virtual snuck into second place. A lot has been made about Sprint in this competition, forgetting him in round number 1. He comes home in 4th in this one. Still a great competition for him. Luckily, we did get him to run because he was pretty competitive here. final race of round number 2 is just a 3-car race. We have Chomps and 2 rookies, Roadster and Elliott. And it looks like Elliott has the lead early. He wobbles through the transition. They're 3 wide coming to the line. It looks like Roadster pulls ahead of them all to grab the win. And he does. Roadster just inches ahead of Elliott, and Chomps grabs the victory. Denies his rookie teammate of Elliott a chance at going back to back. Elliott, of course, won the April competition. He will not win the May competition. It is Roadster who now has a chance. And with this race being the final one of round number 2, here is your top 16. We have 4 cars in each of the 4 races in round number 3. 1 from each will advance, and then 1 will win this competition. I am going to give you my guesses. And so far I'm feeling pretty good on my pre-round picks, but let's get into it. So race number 1, I feel race number 1 is a relatively easy pick. I've been saying it since the very start of this competition, the end of the first half of round 1. I am going to go Dragon. Race number 2, I've also been saying this since the very start of this competition. That is the first half of round number 1, and that is Plymouth. Super consistent last year. I'm forever going to be saying that. Been inconsistent this year. Race 3 is going to be Comic. He is your current points leader, or at least probably going to be your current points leader. He's leading the rookie standings. He won the January competition. I see no world where Comic doesn't make it. Race 3, though, is where I hesitate. You might laugh at me for this, but legitimately, I think all 4 of these competitors could win. Miller, since the very first time he hit the track, has been inconsistent, but when he hits on it, he hits on it. He has been super fast, made it here all the way to round number 3. Mock, of course, a very fast competitor as well, just beat out a bunch of really quick competitors in the last round, beat out Stingray. In that one, Stingray's been really fast on this track. We got Polar and Roadster. Polar has finished second in a competition already this year. That was the February competition. And Roadster won the February competition. But who do I pick? I'm going to pick Mock. I'm going to pick Mock. I want the Diecast competition series to go 6 for 6. Roadster, I think, could be the more likely option. But with Mock, he's been impressive this competition. He beat Stingray. I'm going to keep saying that. He beat Stingray. She is top 5 in points for a reason. So there we go. Those are my picks. From race 1 to race 4, I'm picking Dragon, Plymouth, Comic, and Mock. Luckily, we don't have to wait very long to see if my picks are correct. So let's get into it. Let's get into round number 3. Race 1, round number 3, contains Metrotech, Throwback, Dragon, and Mobile. Who is the first driver to advance to the Final 4? And we've got an even start. Oh, Dragon gets caught up at the start line. He's left behind. A big bounce for the NASCARs through the transition. Dragon pulls his way to second place as Mobile grabs the victory. And that is a rough finish there for Dragon. A chance at victory taken away from him. And hold on, give me a second. Oh my goodness. I am being told that we are going to get a redo. Dragon is going to get a second chance at this. because of his catch-up at the start line. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much I agree with that. So, the Diecast Competition Series has always redone races where a competitor has gotten caught up at the start line. But this year's been an exception. We haven't done that. We've just kind of let it go. I guess this is different because we're looking for a true winner? I don't know how much I agree with this, but I guess we got a redo. So let's see. Drivers lined up back at the start line. They're in their same positions from right to left with Metrotech, Throwback. Dragon still in lane 3, which is a big question mark, because that's where he had the issues. I guess maybe he's positioned himself differently. I don't know. And we still got Mobile in lane 4. Let's try this again, I guess. And Dragon is clean through the start gate. He bounces through the transition. Throwback was on the side of the track. It's very close. Crossing the line. It looks like Dragon will grab the victory. And he does. Dragon grabs the victory. Mere inches ahead of Mobile. And Mobile had the lead. It wasn't like he came out of the middle of nowhere to make it a close finish. Mobile had the lead coming down to the finish line. It's just Dragon took it from him. These are the final results. And I don't know, I feel like maybe we should do a grudge match. But the Diecast Competition Series, no one is telling me we're doing a grudge match. And we get that word very quickly here. So I guess here we go. Dragon, the first competitor into the Final Four. I picked him to make it to the Final Four, but I don't know, I'm not very pleased about how he got there. Dragon has now advanced to the Final Four, but who is next to join him? We have Lightning, Club, Plymouth, and Rookie Shifter racing next. And it's Plymouth with a big jump. Lightning coming close to him. Now he bounces up on 2 wheels. Club is off the side of the track. Shifter's in front of Plymouth as they cross the line. Club is going to unfortunately get a DNF. But Shifter's gonna come out of the middle of nowhere and grab the victory. Where did he come from? Because he was not on my radar. Oh my goodness, what a run from Shifter. It is going to take some review on my part to know exactly how he did that. I saw Plymouth in the lead, Lightning get up on 2 wheels, Club off the side of the track, and then I looked to the lead and all of a sudden Shifter's grabbing the win. So I have no idea how that happened, but we got a rookie. Advancing to the Final Four. Shifter is the second driver. We're halfway there. 2 down, 2 to go. Next up, we've got Carrera, Missile, Patrol, and Rookie Comic. Patrol in lane number 3 is the only New Yorker to have advanced to round number 3. He is the first New Yorker to have advanced to round number 3 since Sprinter all the way back in February. And it looks to be Comic with a slight lead coming through the transition. Patrol bounces way in the air. He landed on top of Missile. Now he's upside down. Missile crosses the line off the track. Patrol will come so close to finishing the race, and it looked like Comic will grab the victory. He will indeed, ahead of Carrera, and that is a disappointing finish for Patrol. Just pushed a little too hard coming through that transition. He wanted a chance at victory, and this is big for him right now, finishing this race, getting these points, but also doing that in the next competition will cost him dearly. It is all but confirmed that we are going to have a penalty for DNFs. He would not get the number of points he's gaining in this competition in the next competition. If he DNFs, it would just not happen. We got 2 rookies now, advancing to round number 4. Shifter did it in the last race. Comic does it in this one. We've got 1 race to go. The final race of round number 3 means we've just got 1 race to go before we've got a final 4 set and we have a winner waiting in the wings. The final race of this round contains 4 rookies. We've got Miller, Mock, Polar, and Roadster. And we've got Polar with a slight lead. Roadster now takes it. Polar bounces as Mock begins to pull to the lead. He passes Roadster at the last possible second. And Mock will advance to the final 4. We've got 3 rookies advancing to the final 4. Mock is one of them. The only non-rookie is Dragon. We will get to the results of this round in a moment, but first, looking at the race results, I expected Mock to get the victory. I expected Roadster to be very close. Indeed, she was. Miller, see what I'm talking about? He is super, super fast, and he is on it when he is on it. Polar, a disappointing last place. It was a coin flip on who could possibly win this race, and it ended up being Mock. And I teased it. Here is your round 3 results and your final 4. 3 rookies, 1 veteran, and a total combined 1 career win. And that 1 career win came earlier this year. There is a big possibility we go 6 for 6. We'll be back in just a minute to introduce to you your final 4. We started with nearly 250 competitors, and now we're down to the final 4. Folks, ladies and gentle cars, welcome back to the Diecast Competition Series. It's time for round number 4 of the May competition for 2025. 1 of the following 4 competitors will get the victory. I hope you're ready to meet your competitors, because I'm ready to introduce them. Starting in lane number 1, we've got Dragon. He is the only non-rookie in the final 4 in this competition. His rookie season was back in 2022. His best career finish is 3rd twice. He wants to go 2 spots better and score the victory. His first career victory. But there are 3 very hungry rookies he's got to get through first, such as the competitor starting in lane number 2, which is Shifter. I'm not gonna lie, Shifter came out of the middle of nowhere to win his round 3 race and make it all the way to round number 4. He is currently 9th in the Rookie Series standings. He wants to better that points position, maybe get a little closer to the first position. He is also 31st in the full season standings, so he's really looking for points, maybe even looking for his first career win. But the competitor who starts in lane number 3 is ahead of him in both of those categories, and that is Comic. He starts in lane number 3. In fact, Comic doesn't just start in front of Shifter's position or in front of Dragon's position. He starts in front of every single competitor's position in the field, as he is your current points leader. He won the January competition to open this season. He's looking for his 2nd career win and to extend his points lead. And the competitor starting in lane number 4 is Mock. He is currently 6th in the Rookie Series point standings, and he is 18th in the full series standings. He wants points. He wants to claim his first career victory, and he wants to make it 6 for 6 in 2025. And now, as competitors begin to make their way to their starting spot, how does a competitor win in the die-cast competition series? Competitors will start in lanes 1 through 4 and race down the track. The finishing order will be noted. They'll swap lanes and they'll race again. If a competitor wins 2 in a row, they will win the competition. They will be crowned the winner. If not, they'll swap lanes and go again. After 4 races, we'll drop the lower competitors and keep going. It is unlikely we make it there, though. Every competition in 2025, strictly for the 2025 season, has only gone 2 races, so it is unlikely we get there. But now that you know how one of these 4 competitors can win this competition, let's get started and see who grabs the advantage in race 1, and if we can go 6 different winners in the first 6 competitions of 2025. All 4 drivers are now lined up at the start line, prepped, and ready to go. A reminder of your lineup from right to left. We've got Dragon, Shifter, Comic, and Mach. Dragon is the only non-rookie. Comic's the only winner. Who takes the advantage in race 1? And it's a very even start. It looks like Dragon's got the lead, but now he bounces up on 2 wheels. Shifter was in the air. Mach and Comic are very close as they cross the line. And it looked like Comic will grab the advantage for race 1. He will indeed. And Dragon somehow comes home in second. That's incredible. Right there, popping up on 2 wheels after the transition. Mach and Comic were really the only 2 competitors who were clean throughout that entire race. Comic, clearly the fastest, as he claims the advantage on race 1. He needs 1 more, and he's officially scored his 2nd career victory. Drivers are lined back up at the start line, prepped, and ready to go. They have swapped lanes, so now from right to left, we have Mach, Dragon, Shifter, and Comic. Comic has the advantage. If he wins this race, he wins this competition. For anyone else to have a chance, anyone else needs to win this race. And so far, Comic's not letting him have it. He has the lead. He wobbles through the transition. Shifter's in the air as Comic's beginning to pull away. The battle for second place as they all cross the line. Comic was first to cross, which means the competition is over, and Comic has won the May competition. It is his 2nd career victory, 2nd of the season, right after the January competition, and he extends his points lead. An incredible run here for Comic. We will absolutely be getting back to him, because looking at the results, we need a grudge match. Dragon finished 2nd in race 1. Mach finishes 2nd in race 2, which means we need to race them to know who claims 2nd place. If you don't know how a grudge match works, let me explain this to you. It is a one and done. Competitors will line up in lanes 1 and 4, and whoever makes it to the line first will claim that position. Shifter is guaranteed in 4th place. Comic is guaranteed your winner, but now we need to run a grudge match. This grudge match will determine who finishes 2nd and 3rd in this competition. We have Dragon in lane 1 and Mach in lane 4 lined up at the start line to see who finishes where. And it looks like Dragon maybe has a slight lead, but he bounces big, and he's on the side of the track, now slowing down as Mach will cross the line and claim second place. Dragon will not finish the race, but that doesn't matter as he will be placed in third regardless. A quick thing to note here with the DNF policy that is coming for the next competition, a grudge match will not count. A grudge match is just simply where you finish. Dragon finished both regular races, and so he would get max points regardless of his grudge match finish. But now that the grudge match is over, we need to pay our dues to your May competition winner, and that is Comic. An incredible competition. He showed out in the first ever competition he ever ran in January, but then he immediately faltered. For the first time in point standings history, the competitor who won the first competition lost the points lead, and he lost it for a little bit, but then he claimed it back, and then he tied. He fell deep into the pack and tied for the points lead. He needed to show up in this competition, and so he did. Grabs the victory, takes down a bunch of competitive drivers, and grabs his second career win. He is the first competitor all year to have multiple wins, and since year one, the competitor with the most wins on the season has won the championship. But I do believe Comic will have some more challenges. So he needs to have more performances like this, more incredible, impressive performances like this to keep that points lead. This year is feeling a lot like 2020, and the reason I feel that way is because the competitor that season with the most amount of wins had 3. We had the most amount of winners that season with 11, and we technically set the record for most different winners to start the season. Technically, we went 10, but half of those were half competitions, and so for full competitions, we had 5, which also kind of brings me to this competition here. Comic's win here breaks the streak. We have tied 2020, 5 different winners in the first 5 competitions, but man, we couldn't have asked for a better winner. In a pretty down competition, to be honest. This was a rough one to go through, but we had a good winner, a good battle for the lead, and so congratulations to Comic, who scores his second career win. Before we go, we gotta show you the point standings, and I'll just tell you now, they're not as exciting as they were after the last competition. Here they are right here. Comic clearly has the lead, going from a pretty crazy tied for the points lead to now an unbelievable 56-point gap. It was also technically 34 points back to third place. 56 now from first to second, as the points are no longer tied. And so there we go. Here is your top 25. 3 competitors in the top 10 have also won this year. Scrolling a little bit further down, you see Mach, your second place competitor in this competition, in 13th. You see Shifter in 17th. And then Dragon is nowhere to be seen. I want to point out Baseline in 12th place here. And then the non-existent Symbol as well. Second and third in points last year are 12th and God knows where in 2025, which is crazy to me. 222 hanging in there in 16th. Evolution down to 19th. I believe it was in the top 10 before this competition, so a rough finish there. Plymouth up to 24th. And so there you go. There's your top 25 for the full season standings. And so that'll do it. That'll do it for the May competition. We will be back later this month because this competition is coming out a lot later than I wanted it to. We'll be back later this month for the June competition, and then not too long after that, we will be running Race and Land. That is a very long competition, so I want to start it as soon as possible. Yeah, I'll explain the rules of Race and Land when we get there. Just 2 competitions away from halfway in the season, which is crazy to me. This year is going by fast. Once again, congratulations to Comic for scoring his 2nd career win in the 2025 May competition. And until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.